Recently, I had the honor of hearing Megan Cox Gurdon, the author of The Enchanted Hour, speak at our national convention and our executive leadership conference. She started this talk by telling a fairy tale that's like Sleeping Beauty in modern day. As the princess was born and the fairies brought their gifts, they brought her things that we all want for our kids. Imagination, knowledge, amazing test scores, generosity, kindness, all of the things that we're desiring to grow in our kids. But then the evil fairy that wasn't invited, she came in and she didn't give what everybody expected. She gave this magical gift, a smartphone. It was everything that everyone wanted. And you know what it did? Well, it distracted everybody. It took away connection. But don't worry, there was a fairy that hadn't given her gift yet. And she gave the family the gift of reading aloud and reading picture books. When you read aloud to your child, you connect with them. It fires off all kinds of things in their brain that help you emotionally connect to your child, intelligently connect to your child, and grow their brain and their heart. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about how we can use books to foster healthy relationships with our kids, grow their minds, and build stronger families. Let's start by talking about how do we actually get our kids to sit still to read books? Those little ones, they have quick hands, they don't know what to pay attention to. Should we even read to them? The answer is yes. This is my kid's first favorite book. Why? These high contrast pictures are great for your little eyes to focus on. Another great option would be our touchy-feely books with bold pictures on the pages, like the That's Not My series. Teaching kids that books are something that they can play with and enjoy and dig into is going to foster that love of reading as they grow up. Other great interactive options are the Are You There series, or have fun as you wiggle your fingers through our finger wiggly books. Another way to really incorporate books with your small ones is to do it at bedtime. I like to read the same book every night to my babies. It helps trigger them that this is the activity we are getting ready for. B is for Bedtime is a great option. Some reasons that I love B is for Bedtime is because it's rhyming, simple text, it's calm pictures, and there are these nice pages where your child can learn to turn the page and interact with you as you cuddle up for sleepy time. I know that sometimes it's tempting to just always read different books, but there's actually a lot of studies that show that reading the same book over and over and over again, while it might be really boring for you, it's actually really great for their cognitive development. As a child hears a story over and over again, it becomes familiar and they're able to pick up on the intricacies in the story or develop new vocabulary, less frequent words that are used in that story. In fact, studies show that homes with over 500 books have a better prediction of future education success than the education of their parents. And if you find that your kids are a little bit too wiggly to sit still for a story, try reading to them when they are contained. A great time to do this is at meal times, when you're all eating together, or they're stuck in a high chair, or even if you're waiting in a car seat, in a car line, or a long trip. It's even good to read to your kids if they're just crawling around the room and not paying attention. They're hearing you. But my favorite stories to engage kids are silly stories, ones that are gonna make them laugh. Two of my favorites are the Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor Book, and Now That's a Hat. When you're ready to start snuggling up and reading with your kids, you still want them to be engaged and interacting. So check out some books that have a little extra something that your kids can participate with while they read, like Life-Size Dinosaurs. Can you flare your nostrils as big as a Diplodocus? I'm a dirty dinosaur. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty face. I never have a wash. I just shake about the place. Shake, 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 shake about the place. Do your kids like Band-Aids? All better. Oh no! Dog wasn't looking where he was going. Ouch! Clean it, kiss it, put a bandage on it. All better. Or Beast Feast, where you can read the letters. Ooh, sealed with a kiss. And toenails. In the Read Aloud family, Sarah Mackenzie spends a lot of time talking about how books can grow the hearts of our kids and connections in our family. She talks about how we can practice being the hero of our own story by following the heroes in our favorite book. How we can have inside jokes with our family about books that we've read so many times. You can just say a character's name and everybody knows what you're talking about. This can start from the youngest age and go all the way through your older readers. If you can find a time in your family to sit down and read together, you can develop those connections that are going to go far beyond the books of the pages. Some of my favorite picture books that do this are Can I Join Your Club?, The Biggest Story, and You Choose. My kids right now are 8, 5, and not quite 1. These are some of our favorite chapter books that we talk about all the time because we love the characters in the story so much. Fizz the Police Dog, Hotel Flamingo, Freddy's Amazing Bakery, and my personal favorite, Polly and Buster. Polly and Buster is going to take you inside so many topics that you want to talk to your kids about. It talks about racial inequality or segregation. It talks about fostering and friendship. It talks about being somebody that everybody wants you to be and denying yourself who you are inside. And in the end, talks about making the right choices even when they're really, really hard. Finding the books that your kids connect with are super, super important. Find books that make them feel successful and that your family loves to read together. Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown are a great place to start. We also have diary books like Olivia's Secret Scribbles or Ella's Diaries. We have books about mermaids and ponies and princesses. We have mysteries like Kenzie and Max or Clockwork Sparrow, and great young adult fiction like The Book of Secrets and Answers and The Mapmaker Chronicles. And my last tip that I'm going to leave you with today is how to get your kids to read for that full 20 minutes. It is incredible how many more words your kids will hear in a year if you just read for 20 minutes. Combine volumes. That is my trick. My kids can bring me one book, just one book, and I'll say, that's fine, we'll just read one story. And we'll sit down and we will open up to one of their favorite stories. Maybe it's Little Red Riding Hood, and we will finish the beautifully illustrated Little Red Riding Hood. And before you know it, Little Red Riding Hood's over. They see Goldilocks and the Three Bears and they say, Mom, that one too. Pretty soon, we finished the whole book. Another winner. Animal Stories for Bedtime. Her phonics reader collections are some of my very favorites. These even come with QR codes so that they can listen to them while you cook dinner. And our combined volumes are not just for little kids. The tales of brave and brilliant girls around the world or forgotten fairy tales. These are long stories, guys, and my kids love them. And just like the others, when they finish one, they cannot wait to go on to the next. If you've ever been thinking, well, read aloud's really nice for young kids, but my kids are way too old for that, I really encourage you to pick up Jem Trelease's The Read Aloud Handbook and give it another thought. I know when we had teens in our home for a while, I would get out picture books to read to my kids, and the teens would always find their way into the room. I promise, your kids are not too old to do this. Find an excuse to read aloud to your kids a book that you all connect with. I hope you found some tips tonight that are really helpful in developing some readers in your home that will keep asking for one more book, that you are excited to make connections with your kids that can overcome the age of distraction and technology, and that you're passionate about filling your home with books that your kids can devour. All right, bye guys.